At this point in time, we're 6 months into this fucking thing. You got to peel the Band-Aid off. You got to do something. You can't just allow people to go bankrupt and never be able to work.
Well, it's also like Thomas Sowell, the economist, said. He's like, there are no. One of my favorite quotes. He goes, "There's no solutions. There's only trade-offs." Mm-hmm. So it's a trade-off, right?
Solutions.
So if you tell everyone, yes, you might keep some people healthy, but at what level of damage to the economy, to people's livelihoods? Suicide is up. Child abuse is up. There's all kinds of problems that come from a lockdown.
Yeah, it's way up. Suicide's way up.
That's crazy.
Yeah, suicide, child abuse.
And that shocked me that child abuse was up because I was like, I thought child abuse was like a fixed thing, meaning if you hit your kids, you just hit your kids.
No, I think people react to like heavy stress too.
Right.
I mean, how many people are just broke and don't know what to do and their kids won't shut the fuck up?
Yeah, people are stressing out. COVID, so this is a bit of a cry out for if you are stressing. You lost your job or whatever, you lost someone close to you. Lifeline 131114. Get down somewhere like Bondi Beach, or especially before the people get here. Get down to your nearest park, your forest, whatever, your dam, somewhere nice. Go for a long walk. Think about it. Think about the bigger picture. You'll be all right. You'll get over it.
Listen, people can do almost anything that puts them at risk, and freely, right? You can BMX bike, you can fucking bungee jump, you could go sail,
eat anything you want.
Yeah, you could sail in the ocean, you could fucking
plug in.
You could hand glide, you could do all these different things that are like super dangerous. You could eat anything you want. You can go get drunk all the time, kill your liver.
Right.
The idea that this shouldn't be something that you should be able to try or do because you're going to put other people at risk. Boy, that gets real sketchy. That gets real sketchy because the people that are at risk, they know they're at risk. It's not like you're sneaking up on them.
Do they really?
It's one thing if you have a kid. This is where it gets dangerous. If you have like a 21-year-old kid who parties all the time and then you're like 60 and your kid comes home and he gives it to you and you die.
Right.
That's real.
Yeah.
That's real. If you live with your fucking parents or you live with your grandparents, don't do anything high risk, you fucking asshole.
Yeah.
But if you're like a regular person who lives by themselves or lives with some friends and you want to be able to go out and you're willing to take the risk,
you should be able to.
You should be able to.
Yeah. People need to make money.
Well, the government's not supposed to be able to have that kind of power over you.
Right.
And once they have it, it's very difficult for them to let it go.
Yeah, well, we saw it after 9/11, right? After 9/11, the government took a lot of powers, supposedly for very good, virtuous reasons of keeping America.
That's amazing, isn't it? In a country where there's 200,000 people dead, these guys are still pushing that you should be able to go and do whatever you want. Joe Rogan and his friend, whatever his guest is name. Something about that that's just a little bit denial or something, but it goes on, it gets more interesting.
The underground military bases. But I mean, it's true they have a lot of power, and they don't give it back. And none of the powers they get, they don't give them back. They don't go, oh, the disease is over, now we're going to start, contact tracing. It sounds great, right? It doesn't even sound great. But the idea of it is like if you were in contact with people, they trace who you were in contact with because of COVID.
Yeah.
They're going to do that for other reasons, and you're not going to like it. Right. They're going to use that technology to trace people that are considered antisocial personality disorder or whatever it is.
That's
they
me.
Don't like what you posted on Facebook. They don't like. I mean, that's coming.
Or what if you get injured? What if you hurt your back and they know that they put you on pills?
I have hurt me back.
Right.
And then they say, hey, you driving, Tim?
What's going on?
Tim,
yeah,
you driving?
Tim, you driving?
Your back's hurt. You're on the pills.
You're on the pills, Tim. Well, you shouldn't be driving if you're on pills that make you unsafe to drive. Like, their arguments are pretty piss weak, really.
Your emails, right?
Right.
Well, what's to stop someone from tracing you? Like, say you have some political disagreement with some guy who's in office, but you also cheat on your wife.
Right.
And they go, look, Tim's going over to this fucking lady's house and slipping out the old fucking schlazoo.
It's a huge problem. That nobody, like, we've all resigned ourselves to the fact that it's happening, and we just go, we just shrug.
Well, we're busy.
Yeah.
That's how we feel about a lot of things.
It's true.
Like there's too much to think about. Like that's how it is with the NSA, the mass surveillance. I mean, people just sort of go, well, what are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Most people are like, my favorite, and I've said it too, it's like, they're like, if you want to surveil me, doing nothing. That's everybody's like, hey, surveil me. I get it. I've made jokes like that. But it's I think it's, when you look at tech and how much power the tech has acquired over the last 5 years, for example.
Have you watched The Social Dilemma?
I did.
Holy fuck.
Social
I did.
Dilemma
Yeah,
is
I
very
mean, I thought a
interesting.
lot of that was pretty well known before it, though, right?
It's well known to you.
Okay.
But I think for people who don't
Yeah.
really pay
For
attention
people
to it,
who don't
here's the
know,
difference between you and I.
it's well known for you, except it's not well known for people who don't know it. Yeah, I'm Joe Rogan. I'm real bright.
Thinking about Microsoft.
Right.
Like, you have real important shit. You have bottom lines. You have to bump up. You have goals to meet. You have meetings. You have to get together.
Right.
They have things to think of. They
My
can't.
word.
We're just fucking off all day.
Yeah.
Fuck
yeah.
off.
Yeah, no, that is a good point. We don't, well, and part of our job is to kind of fuck off.
Yes.
Right? Part of our job is to figure out what's funny out there.
Right.
And you can't do that by really focusing on one thing. You have to just go all over the place.
Right.
But I think The Social Dilemma, when I watched it, I was like, yeah, it's the thing with social media is it's not designed to work well. Like, it's designed to work how it's working, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that was maybe the biggest thing about The Social Dilemma. It's like, this is designed to work this way. You should be fighting. The negativity spreads very quickly.
Yeah.
People are going to go at each other's throats. You're fighting with family.
Yeah, but people are going to have arguments anyway. So look, is it bringing people together as much as it's causing conflict and the polarization? Who knows? It's all easy to concentrate on the negative stuff of social media. Anyway, and irony of this social dilemma, like I'm just surrounded with people just everywhere in Bondi Beach, and it's 6 a.m. and they're just everywhere. Daylight saving, if you guys are in Australia, New South Wales, Victoria, etc. Wind your clock forward an hour. You lost an hour. It's 6 a.m. Bondi Beach. Look at these people going to Bondi Beach this early. They're not even here for a swim. They're just out for a walk, I suppose. They don't have their swimmers on. Bit cold for that. I can't see a single person in the water yet. There will be. Oh, Joe Rogan.
And
Right.
I don't check. I have a very strict policy, and it's made me very happy.
Right.
But even that,
Yeah.
I look at other people's shit.
Right.
So I would go to look at your page. I would
Right.
laugh at your stuff.
Okay.
And I'd go read your comments.
Right.
Right. This guy's a piece of shit. And I would read assholes being
Right.
mean. And
Yeah.
even though it's not about me, it has nothing to do with me, I would
Yeah.
still occasionally run into things that bothered me
Yeah.
or run into behavior that annoyed me.
Right.
And then I'm like, why am I focusing on some person that doesn't even have a real name?
Yeah.
Their name
exactly.
is like, fucking
Let it
A
go.
plus
I
Y.
stopped the comments when one of them was
Let it
saying-
go. And I've noticed lately the Twitter is actually sicker than Facebook. Twitter has got the most shit, the trolls, the political shit. It's a sicker place. When you go to Facebook, you go to these groups of progressive groups, you don't get trolled. Generally, they kick them out. So Twitter's actually the sicker one, I think, the more that trolling stuff. Anyway, that'll do.